You ever have one of those days where doing something small, just holding open a door, or picking up someone's dropped keys suddenly spins your whole life in a new direction? Yeah, that happened to me once. And if you told me a busted grocery bag in a parking lot would change everything, I'd have said you were nuts. But that's how these stories start, right? Ordinary day, sun beating down, my arms full, my kid half asleep on my hip, and I was just trying to make it to the car without losing my mind or my groceries. So there I am, hustling across the lot, one hand on a splitting plastic bag, the other cradling Emily, who's giving up on walking, eyelids drooping after a long day of school and errands. I'm not complaining. These quiet moments, the in-between, those are the good parts. I reach the old sedan and suddenly bomb a sharp smack behind me, the kind you feel in your bones. I turn and see a woman scrambling, kins rolling, apples scattering, paper bag shredded like confetti. Everyone else keeps moving, too busy, too tired, or just not caring. But you know how it is. You see someone struggling, you help. It's not heroic, it's just what you do, or at least what I do. I settle Emily in the back seat, jog over, scoop up a kin about to disappear under an SUV, and say, "Hang on, I got it." She looks up, startled, but exhales in relief, gives me one of those embarrassed smiles like she's apologizing for existing. "Oh, thank you, I'm so sorry." I tell her, "No need to be. Stuff's got a mind of its own." She laughs, a tired sound, brushes her hair back, and right away I can see she's holding it together, but just barely. Nice clothes, nothing flashy, a faded hoodie maybe she's hiding, maybe just tired, who knows. We gather the last of her runaway groceries, and when everything's back in order, she thanks me with a soft, almost foreign kind of gratitude. Like maybe kindness isn't something she sees every day. I shrug it off. It's what we do around here. She studies me, almost like she's trying to memorize the moment, or maybe just not used to folks helping without a catch. I'm heading back to my car when I glance back and see her hands shaking. Not from fear, just that deep kind of tired you get when you've been carrying too much for too long. I offer to run back inside for a new bag. She waves me off, pride or habit. Can't say which. And then she mutters, "I should have double bagged. Rookie mistake." I tell her, happens to the best of us, and we both pretend this is just another bad day, nothing special. Then her car won't start classic, right? She's already frazzled. So I step over, pop the hood, and let her know I run a garage nearby. Her relief is almost funny, like I just offered her a winning lottery ticket. It's nothing big, loose battery ground, quick fix, but to her it's like magic. And when her car finally coughs to life, she's grinning through the windshield, more herself somehow. Emily, always the diplomat, rolls down her window, offers this woman half her juice box. It's apple. And I don't have germs, promise. The woman laughs, crouches to Emily's level, and for a second you can feel the weight drop off her shoulders. "Thank you. That's very kind." Emily beams. "You look cold. My dad says sharing's how you make strangers feel like neighbors." The woman blinks, a little choked up, and for a heartbeat, she's not whoever she's out there as, just another mom, another person who needed a break. When she tries to hand me a 20, I shake my head. "Keep it. I don't take tips for being decent." She stares at me like I'm speaking a different language, and for a second, I get the feeling that maybe she's never had someone just help, no strings attached. "You gave my kid someone to talk tosh, been quoting cartoons at me for days." The woman smiles, real now, not just polite, and that's that. I walk away, not knowing this little act would be what she'd remember long after the groceries are unpacked. Turns out she's Elise Whitmore, yeah. That Whitmore, the CEO with her face on magazines and a calendar packed tighter than a checkout line on payday. Only I don't know that, not yet. She drives off, but something about the encounter sticks with her. She can't shake it. Not my name, not Emily's juice box, not the refusal of her money. She watches us as we head home, her car idling at the curb, and only later does she realize our apartment is right next to a Whitmore Grocers, the company her family built. Funny, right? I'm living in the shadow of her name, and she's just another face in the parking lot. Back in her world, Elise is sitting in meetings surrounded by suits, big city views, and all the power you could want, but none of it means a thing because she keeps thinking about that parking lot. about a guy who fixed her car and didn't care who she was. Her assistant notices, asks why she's distracted, why she keeps ducking media requests. Elise can't explain, not really. She's lost in a memory of a Saturday afternoon, of helping hands and laughter that doesn't come with an agenda. Meanwhile, life goes on. Emily brings home a new backpack, one day no tag. No note, except a folded card inside. For someone with a very kind dad, keep being the light he already thinks you are. Emily's over the moon. I'm confused but grateful. That's how Elise works, now quiet, anonymous, finding ways to show she cares without showing her face. But every story needs a twist, right? One morning, a news van rolls into my garage. I fix a flat, wave off the payment, and the next thing I know, they're running a piece about the mechanic with a heart. I laugh it off, who cares about a viral clip? But then the real headline drops. CEO Whitmore hiding in small-town romance. There's pictures of us, Elise and me, plastered all over the news, and the secret's out, not just some woman in a hoodie. She's the woman with her name on the sign outside the store I shop at every week. The fallout is messy. Elise faces the board, the press, a storm of opinions about love, loyalty, and what it means to walk away from a billion-dollar brand for a guy who fixes cars and packs peanut butter sandwiches. They call it scandal, I call it life, messy and real. I'm angry, sure, but mostly hurt. Not because of who she is, but because she didn't trust me enough to say it. She tries to call. Emily answers, but all Elise can do is apologize, her voice breaking through the static. I just want to be someone real, she says. I get it, I do. But trust isn't just about what you share, it's about giving someone the chance to see you, flaws and all. Things don't go back to normal right away. In town, people whisper. Some folks side with her, others with me. Most just want to know what happens next. The world spins on, but in our little orbit, everything's been knocked loose. Elise doesn't hide. She shows up at Emily's school fundraiser, drops off food, stands in the back, doesn't make a scene. Emily finds her outside, asks, "Are you still the grocery angel?" Elise crouches down, honest for once. "I don't know. I used to be." Emily just shrugs. "Well, I still think you are." Kids, man, they know what matters. Eventually, Elise finds her way back to my porch, just a navy sweater, tired eyes, no more secrets. She sits beside me, not too close, not too far, and says what's been sitting between us. I didn't come to lie. The longer I waited, the harder it got. I tell her, I wasn't angry because of who you are. I was angry because I didn't get the chance to choose to know you anyway. For the first time, we're both just people, no headlines, no roles, just trying to figure out what comes next. She leaves me a letter, the kind that makes your hands shake. "Love without truth is just performance," she writes. "But what I felt for you was the first thing in a long time that didn't feel like acting." I read it under the hood light in the quiet of the garage, her words anchoring me when nothing else could. Elise steps down as CEO, changes the name of every Whitmore store to Turner Markets, says it's about trust, about remembering the people, not the profit. She does it without fanfare, just a quiet promise that kindness will always come first. And then one morning, a new sign goes up at the garage, Turner and Whitmore Honest Auto. My name next to hers, not because I asked, but because we built something real, something honest. Sundays become our tradition. Grocery runs, shared lists, Emily riding in the cart, Elise pretending it's all coincidence. Until one day, between the cereal and the oatmeal, I pull out a ring nothing fancy, just honest silver, steady, and ask her to walk every aisle with me from now on. She laughs, says yes, and that's it. That's the story. Not perfect, not without pain, but ours. Years later, Emily sits on the porch with her kids, telling them how their grandpa met their grandma with a broken bag of groceries and a stubborn refusal to let anyone walk away unseen. Love doesn't always come with fireworks sometimes. It's just apple juice and a broken radiator. You know what I mean? Now let me ask you, do you think it was right? What Elise did? Is honesty all that matters? Or is there room for mistakes, for finding your way back after you get lost? Share your thoughts, your stories, your second chances. In the end, maybe that's what we're all looking for, a little kindness, a little truth, and someone to walk the aisles with, no matter what name is on the sign.